Yeah, we about to go live.
That's all right. Long as you ain't slow down.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kings Talk Live, number 95. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good in the building. We got a lot to talk about. A little bit of time to thumbs up real quick to let me know everything looks and sounds good. Team building with the team. That's right, man. It's Coach Hayes and the team up in this deal, man. All right, everything sounds good. We're good to go. All right, normal guy. Appreciate you guys coming in. Got a lot of people already piling in this deal. We got 67 currently in the building. Brother Jay Blazy with the thumbs up. Casey Florida says that bag got him scared. Ooh, we're going to talk about it in a little bit. So before we get started, we already got, like I say, 72 in the building. Come on in. As you come on in, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Today's show, as we know, signing day is next Wednesday coming up. Or this Wednesday coming up. I don't know talking about next Wednesday, but anyway, this Wednesday coming up. And let me tell you something, man. Mario Cristobal and them Stacey Adams got them scared out here, man. This dude is pulling them in. We're going to open up the phone lines real quick, and I just want to hear from the people. But we landed some of the top recruits here in the country. And I have to be honest. I you know, you can say what you want to say about Mario Cristobal. I've said this before on other shows. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm trying to see why my thing not okay. It was looking sketchy for a second, but anyway, you can say what you want to say about this man, but one thing you can't say, you can't question his recruiting ability. The dude is stacking a box. Some people want to, the NIL is. Guess what, man? Don't nobody care about all that. I don't know how people calling in already. I don't even have the phone line open, but go ahead and hold on for 1 second for me. Let me finish my little monologue, my opening, and I'll definitely get to you, caller.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem. So I have to say, one thing I love about you guys, y'all got the number memorized. You got it stored in the phone. I don't even have the phone number up and people calling in. That lets me know, and that lets the team know that we're doing something right, because people are ready to get it off their chest, and we about to do so in a second. But before I go ahead, got 103. Hit the button as you come on in. Mario Cristobal has Francis just like Pancake Honcho, another top lineman that was uncommitted. The number one corner, the number two player in the country, and Kamani McLean got him going. We got Ruben Bain. Come on, dog. Ruben Bain already in this class. I mean, bruh, I'm super excited. From the recruiting aspect, but I want to talk to some people. So here's the question. And Carl, I know you're listening, so I want you to answer this first, and then you can speak about whatever you choose. Will landing these top recruits help the Hurricanes? That's the title of the show. So by landing these top recruits, will it help the Miami Hurricanes next year? Okay, we know they're coming in this year, but will it make an immediate impact next year? And before I get started, let me go ahead and give Lenore his love, $5. Says, great show. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lenore, for always stopping in, man, and supporting the show. Carla, you already on the line. Talk to us, man. What's your thoughts? So answer that question first, then you could call and say whatever you got to say.
First of all, Coach, I think that we don't know. It's still an unknown entity. As good as we project things and we try to go ahead and forecast things, you still don't know till you got them on campus. You still don't know till you have them in your room. You still don't know. You might have an idea, but you still don't know.
Okay.
With that in mind, I think the most critical thing really is to continue to get some quality, experienced, proven trench bullies. You got to get some more on your roster. That means you're going to have the ability to have quality depth and competition in that group, in that room, which, to be quite frank, as we saw this year, wasn't there. In terms of the depth especially, it wasn't there. In terms of experience, it wasn't there. So right now what you're looking at is two unknown major entities And they might be 5 stars or whatever. We know, Coach, that's all good and dandy, but that doesn't mean anything till you get them there.
True story. And again, right, so we just pose these questions because some people believe in their heart of hearts. A lot of these guys are day one starters, right? A lot of these guys believe that Kamani McLean, Francis Mawigoa, Pancake Honcho will come in immediately and start. Do you believe that?
I think of the 3, the probability is that 1 might be able to come and do that, and it's just the odds. If you look at odds, pretty much that's the best that you can probably get. But what you also have to take into account is the level of competition that these kids have played. It might be that Ruben Bain is an immediate starter right away. You just don't know till you get him there. And that's the thing is that we all have to consider is it's really easy to go ahead and put the orange and green glasses on and think everything's fine. We're going to win 10 games next year. We're so far away from that. The impact of these kids, if you told me, hey, where are you going to put your money on which kid's going to make the biggest impact, it's not because he's from here. It's because of what I've seen on film. And what I've seen on film is not 6'5", 300 pounds. What I've seen on film is maybe a shade under 6'2". But what I've seen is a guy that you can't block, a guy with a motor that doesn't stop. And that guy, to me, is the first guy I think, not because he's from here, Coach, but that's the guy I think is going to make the most impact, the most immediate impact.
I believe so, too. But we've seen guys like Leonard Taylor, right, the 5-star guy who's come in and, he played sparingly. I can say that. But we talk about so far as immediate impacts, guys who come in as true freshmen. That's big right there. That's big. So we'll definitely find out, man. But I appreciate you calling in. You must got the number stored, man, because everybody been busting me up. Talking about, Coach, that's a fake number. The same people get in every time. It's a real number. Am I right or wrong?
Coach, very few people I have in here. You're one of them. I know who you are. So, yes, definitely. You're in my Rolodex, my friend. You're well, and God bless.
I love it, man. Appreciate it. All right, real quick, the people calling in, everybody asking, what's the number? Anwar Little said, what's the number? Well, you better get on to it. If you don't have the number stored in your phone, then you slipping, Anwar. But since you asked, I'll put it up there. 321, look at they already calling in. I just put the number up here. All right, so the number is 321-328-8235. We got a new call on the line. I have to give you a 2-minute time limit on this deal. You're more than welcome to go ahead and ask those questions answer the question, and we'll get it rocking. Call or talk to us. Give us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
It's Miss Wilcox. Hold up. Cut the timer off. Miss Wilcox, how are you doing? AKA the Oracle. Talk to me.
I'm doing fine. But remember back in April 2022, I already predicted all these young men was coming. And I said 5 stars. I told you from the get-go. Miami and USC opened the door. They are on the top list. Everybody knows this money's going to be cut. Okay? I told you the new deal going to be $45,000 to $55,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Who wants that to be going into a scholarship? Now, you working these kids and still trying to get them 45 to 55, but you remember everybody said 800,000 they was getting. Now, who can pay them now? Okay, the institute is not going to let you get that money, but the private institute will. So, God is doing his job. This is a man that want to win. He told you it was not going to be easy, and now everybody understand you got to fall before you get back up.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that Miami has done the work. I mean, they built the buildings. They got everything going on. And the biggest thing of it all, you lost Margaret, but you got back what? Another UM coach. The other one went to Georgia, so he wants to be like Georgia. I told you there's a triangle between you and Georgia. And we will win. But the thing is this, you got these guys going to be patient. They have wisdom.
Yes,
they know
ma'am.
what they're coming for. And one thing about it, they're ready to give what other ones can't give. It's time and patience and want to win.
Yes,
and I'm
ma'am.
out. Good night.
Bye-bye, Miss Wilcox. Bye-bye. Hey, she laid it down. Trying to tell you, she laid it down. Call and talk to us. We got a 770 area code. I'm not sure what that is. Give us your name, where you calling from, and you got 2 minutes. Talk to me.
This Amwar Little, man. I got in on the first try, man. They can't say the number don't work.
Exactly. You got in on the first try. So talk to me, Amwar. What's going on with you, boss?
I can't call it, man. Hey, Coach Hayes, I think everything going. I think the guys that's gonna come in, the Francis, the one that just committed this week, he gonna start, and Money McClain, he gonna. I think they make immediate impact off the gate.
Okay.
Off the gate.
All right.
That's how I feel about it.
Shout out to the coworker right there,
Hey,
Campbell.
I appreciate everything you're doing, man. You do good, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Like you say, the number is real. People don't think the number is real, but the number is real. You understand what I'm saying? And so with that being said, man, I need y'all to go ahead and call on in. But thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, go Kane.
Yes, sir. Go Kane. All right, there it is, man. So he was quick and short to the point, man. Anyway, well, I can't get through 708 in the building. We got 708 on the area code. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
What's up, Coach? It's Shot-Town, man.
Shot-Town, talk to me, baby. What's up?
Not much, man. Before I start, sending prayers out to Coach Coop. You know, whole Miami fan base behind him, man. Just wanted to give that a shout out.
Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, I meant to do that. Hold on. Before you start, I meant to do that. And I apologize to Coach Coop. I happened to see that this morning. I was so busy yesterday doing some other thing. So big shout out to Coach Coop. For those that don't know, his brother passed away. So like I said, send prayers out to Coach Coop. Go, send your condolences and whatever on his page or to his Twitter account or whatever the case may be. I know that's tough, man, when you lose someone very close to you, brother, and everything else. And I saw the video. He was actually torn up pretty bad. And my heart goes out to him. Losing family members is tough. And like I said, just prayers out and to Coach Coop. And, my condolences from myself, from Coach Hayes, my family, and the team to Coach Coop, man. So, man, I appreciate you for reminding me about that. But, yeah, man. So, Shot-Town, talk to us, man. What's your thoughts? I'm going to go ahead and hit that timer back again. Go ahead.
All right. I think a couple of the freshmen are going to be immediate starters. I think Cormani McClain is probably going to be one of those immediate factors if he puts on a little weight, because I don't know if Chris Graves or any of the younger DBs put on some weight and actually got better. A lot of old linemen, I don't even know who's going to start because we were so riddled with injury. Like, I don't even know who's going to play. I don't know who's going where. I just expect to see a better group of offensive linemen out there on the field, especially with like Francis Malagoa, Pancake, and even Kinsler, just his pure size factor alone. Mm-hmm. I honestly think that's going to make an immediate impact. The other offensive tackle that we got late last year, I think his last name was McCoy. I think people are sleeping on him, so we're going to see how that goes. I definitely expect a lot of the linebackers to get some immediate burn, just because we're so short on depth at the linebacker position. I think we're going to see a lot of true freshmen playing out there on the field at linebacker. I don't know how that's going to go, but I honestly do think that a lot of the freshmen are probably going to get some burn early, and then we'll see who ends up getting some playing time later on in the year, or is going to have to make a red shirt. All
right, real quick, let me ask you this, Shot-Town. You had to put a paycheck on it. Who do you think is definitely, out of all the freshmen, who do you think gets day one burn?
Like day one, like first day of spring practice?
No, first game of the season against Miami, Ohio. Who's starting out there as a true freshman?
Oh, Cormani
McClain. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I just think the intangibles are there. Like, I don't know, him and Cam Kinston's on one side of the field. I think we're talking about something special over there.
I love it, man. Hey, that makes a lot of sense, man. I appreciate you, man. Like I say, can't wait till Wednesday. I'll definitely be out of town on Wednesday, man. I might be in the woods looking for that wascally rabbit, if you understand what I'm saying. But, man, we got some big things coming up here on the show. But, Shot-Town, appreciate you as always. Let me get these next callers in, man.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. All right, we already got another caller in the building. 678 area code. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
Good evening, Coach Hayes. It's Kevin, Dallas, Georgia.
Hold up, Kevin. Hold up. I told you last time, Kevin, I'm getting hot with you, man. I told you can't be no stranger, brother.
The line is real. The line is real. Hey, you need to get you. All I can ask in the future, Coach Hayes, don't let me have to go through the man to the man next to the man next to the man. Then that's gonna get me to V12. Then after I get to the man next to the man next to the man, that's when I get to you. So I had to go through 12 men to get through you, Coach Hayes. But to answer your question, Your Honor, it's only one person, and I do mean one person, against Ohio Western, Ohio State, Ohio Union, Mount Union, whomever, that'll be starting day one. And that's the gentleman with the worn sap motor. And that's Ruben, bring the pain to your membrane. Ruben Pain.
Ooh.
Day one.
Hey, Ruben, hold up. Ruben Bain, bring the pain to your membrane. That boy got bars, boy. That boy got bars. Talk to me, Kevin. What's up, man?
It broke my heart, Coach. It broke my heart that he had to throw it to you, but I understand. Yeah.
Sound like you need to overstand.
My other question is, what's next on your shopping list?
I got to get Damon Wilson, dog. I don't know where they are with him. In a lot of Ohio State, you know, I don't get into recruiting. It's too fickle for me. It's too much, you know, chasing the carrot on the treadmill. It's too much of that for me. So, you know, I'll be surprised, man. I'll really be surprised to find out where he goes, man.
But things are looking real good, Coach. I mean, you won 5 games this year. I would say bare minimum next year, 7+1, 8+1. But the players are there. It's just a matter you just have to get all that dead wood out first, Coach, because one thing you know is that, hey, the patient was in critical condition when Dr. Mario, you know, came into the operating room. Hey, getting all the bad parts out, saying all that to say this, Coach, things are looking well. But the one thing I have to say this, Coach, exiting stage right, get rid of Coach Steele. You know, Coach Steele was a freshman when Methuselah was a senior in high school. Then also as far as Gaddis, get Gaddis out of here too. I mean, the only thing Gaddis is good for 2 things, recruiting and trying to hit on your mom if she's under 40. But that's another story for another time. Coach, take care. And, Exhibit A and Coach, hey, Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Hey, when he went to Michigan, the guy who he flipped from Alabama to the Texas kid, Daxton Hill, hey, Exhibit A, Xavier Worthy, went to Texas. He was supposed to go to 2 other schools, but I digress. And who do they have in common? Oh, as you give me the side eye to the side eye to the side eye, Josh Gaddis. Because Gaddis can recruit, but Gaddis don't know X's and O's from blankety blank and blankety blank. Thank you for indulging me, Coach. You take care. Hey, make certain that you don't pull a former vice president and shoot a human being instead of a animal in the woods. Take care, man.
Kevin, I miss you, man. I really do miss Kevin, man. I wish he would call in more. He used to call in a lot, you know, but I got to say this about Kevin, man. I really miss him. Warren, do me a favor, cut your background out a little bit. I do miss him. But to Kevin, I can't let him go without giving him a sound bite. So to my brother, Kevin.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
He come right out of a comic book. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out here to Fred right here. He said, yo, Coach, check your cash out. I did check the cash out, man. Fred, appreciate you for the $20. He says, keep up the great work. Much love, man. Thank you so much, Fred. I really appreciate you. If you do care to donate to Cash App, you can do so. I'll read off your comment. I can't be able to put it on the screen, but I definitely read off your comment as well. And Coach get to keep 100% of that instead of giving YouTube 30% of that. So if you care to do the Cash App, you see it scrolling literally right here on the screen as well. I'm going to take Warren in the building, man. Warren, talk to us, baby. What's your thoughts on the question for the day? Will landing the top recruits help the Miami Hurricanes this year?
Absolutely. But before I get to that, may I say something?
Sure, brother.
All right. I don't know what Coop's first name is or whatever, but let me tell you something, my friend. I was 27 years old when I lost my brother. I know that pain.
Yeah.
I know that pain. I do. That's tough, man. I cried last night when I saw that because I've walked in his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no fun, man. It's no fun. So you guys remember, this is great that we talk about football and all this kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, there's people in this world. Don't forget about them. Don't forget about these people around you. Love them while you got them.
No, you're 100% right about that, man.
Sorry.
Nah, you fine, Warren. You know, this is the play. This is the team, man. Hey, locker room. This is like the locker room, bro. This is the team. Listen.
Coach's couch.
The coach's couch there, baby. Listen, just like Dion did to that young man. Listen, I've had those conversations to that young man in that locker room when he dropped that pass to tight end for Jackson State. As a coach, you go in, man, these kids put so much on them. And the same thing here, man. Some people use this as an outlet and everything else. You're more than welcome, man, to express yourself here. And I got you, man. You know, I totally understand, bro. So, you know, Warren, you know, again, my condolences to you and your family as well. And you've always been a big support here on this channel, man. I just thank you for those kind words for everybody out there that's listening, that we may not know their story, but at least to Coop as well.
Correct. All right, now on to football. I'm
you giddy?
To get excited.
You getting giddy?
Yeah, I'm getting giddy. I'm getting giddy. I can feel it coming. Listen, that's why I sent you that text the other day. I couldn't believe it when he committed. I was like, you know what? All that bad mouthing I was doing, I couldn't see the big picture. I got no problems with what they're doing. Who they're going to put on the field, who's going to be whatever, I don't know. I think Cormani McClain and like Chi-Town just said, the Cormani McClain and Cam Kitchens over there is going to be a lethal combination right there. I can't wait. It may not be next year, but within 2 years, oh yeah. I mean, I'm super excited. We got 5 5-stars and an All-American. Listen, when was the last time we had either one of those? And when I say All-American, I'm not talking about the kicker, something that actually is productive to scoring points on a regular basis. So.
No, you're 100% right, bro. I mean, look, let me tell you something. You are 130,000% correct. I have to tell you this. I mean, I know the guy can recruit, right? I've seen it firsthand. But in today's world of these players, oh Lord, I forgot to start your little timer. That's all right. In today's world of these players, Warren and Chat, they're so fickle, right? It's so sensitive, and you see a team 5-7, right? Not looking well, not a good 5-7, and they are a good 5-7 team.
Yeah, it was
first year you're fighting through things.
We weren't one of them,
and we were not. I have to be honest. But for this dude to turn around, I mean, think about it. After a Middle Tennessee loss, you get a commitment from arguably maybe the number one player in the country. What? Like, wow. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's huge right there. So I have to I take my hat off. I take my Stacey Adams off. I take my loafers off to Mario Cristobal and his staff for what they've done. Now they have to turn it into W's, but right now we're winning the off-season Olympics right now. I have to tell you that by far.
Right, and Miami did for a couple of years, but through the transfer portal, because Manny Diaz got that kind of accolade, the off-season national champion, but it never really translated anything big. And I think that with what Mario's doing, building the foundation for everybody in a solid, O-line and a solid D-line, then all that off-season stuff is going to come to pay off finally. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. So, anyways, enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll talk to you soon, my friend.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna. Okay. All right. You have a wonderful day. I appreciate it, buddy.
No, you good. Say your last piece.
No. I was just gonna say if you talk to Coop, and he needs somebody to talk to, which I know everybody and their sister is hitting him up with it. I've walked in that dude's shoes.
Yeah.
I can. I would love to talk to him if he needs somebody to talk to vent to cuss at. I don't care. I'll be a punching bag.
Gotcha.
Lord knows I needed one. So
yeah.
All right, man. Take care,
Warren,
buddy.
you know that. You got my number, man. You're more than welcome to call me and those times, man, the need, and we'll definitely make it happen for you, brother.
Just remember what I told you on that voicemail. You are so important to these people because of the way you talk to the world, because of the way you talk to people. I give you grief about not taking that $1 billion paycheck, and I understand that's a lot of money, but you do so much good helping people. you can't. I mean, I can't put it into words how beneficial your program has been. The way you talk to people, the way you analyze things. I watched that Reuben Bain video the other day, and you called 247 out right out the gate. You called them out. I'm like, you know what? Good for you. You're being honest, and you know what? Hopefully they'll change their stupid ways.
Hey, hopefully.
And that dude should be a 5-star.
Hey, bro, anybody with 29, listen,
listening to you.
Listen, bro, anybody with 30 sacks in Miami-Dade County, 2 years consecutively,
You're a bad dude.
48 and a half tackles for loss. What? You're not gonna make me a 5-star because I'm literally 1 inch shorter than what y'all want me to be? Come on, man, get out.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes that's okay because you know what? Some of the jewels in the rough, nobody can see them for what they truly are, but a few people, like yourself, like Mario, like whoever. So you know what? Let the world scoff at them and not call them a 5-star. He's going to prove it on the field. I have no doubt about it.
I love it.
I love it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So,
all right, man.
You have a great evening, and I'll talk to you later, buddy.
You too, man. Have a great Sunday. All right, man. That was a great call for Warren. Got to break into action. Norman says, check your PayPal. I forgot. As it's scrolling, literally right here. You can also donate to PayPal. Norman sent $12 to PayPal, and he did it last week as well. So I got to give him his credit. He did $12 last week. I didn't see it, but now I have both screens up. I can see them as they come in, so I definitely appreciate it as well. Real quick, hold on for me, caller. One quick, I need to make a break in action. We got over 250 people in the chat, so I must give my sponsor for today's show right here. Mr. Alex Tabio from Pioneer Mortgage Funding Incorporated. Anything you have to do with home financing, make sure you check him out. I know it seems like it's not the right time to be buying a house, right? But you never know. Great deals happen all the time. Get your paperwork in order. Get your affairs in order so when the thing does drop out or a great deal comes by, you are prepared. So give him a free phone call. His number is 305-205-1697. All his information is in the description, as well as he may help you with a little credit repair if you're there. And he also has great deal for first hometown buyer, right? 100% financing. All you need is closing costs. Bro, that's a big deal right there. 100% finance, so you don't have to come up with this and points and all. Let him holler at you. He'll tell you everything you need to know. 305-205-1697. Holler at him. Call or talk to us. 561. That's the Palm Beaches up in this thing. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yeah, this is Brian from Boynton Beach, and I called in a few times before.
Brian, talk to us, man. You got 2 minutes. What's on your mind?
I just want to say, I feel these top recruits will help out, but it's going to take a little bit of time.
It will take some time. So I'm glad you bring that up. Do you think anybody's going to be a day one starter?
I say Reuben Bain or Cormani.
All right, so Reuben Bain or Cormani. If you had to put your paycheck on it, who do you think? Is it Reuben Bain or Cormani? Which one? You got to pick one.
I say Reuben.
Reuben. Now, why is that?
Because of look what he's done in high school. I mean, that's not easy.
It's not easy. I'm telling you, the guy can play. I'm not sure. Did you get a chance to see my breakdown of WRE of Reuben Bain?
Not yet, no.
Oh, Lord, if you didn't see it, well, guess what? My producer right here, Ms. Ellen, in the building, she put the link in the chat. All you do is go click that link and make sure you check it out. So do me a favor, go click that link, go to it, but come back so you don't miss the show. And then when the show is off, you go back and watch it.
And I'll still be here, man.
I love it, man. But I appreciate you, man, as always, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yeah.
Happy holidays for you and your family and for everybody in the chat.
Thank you, man. Happy holidays to you as well, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Bye now.
All right.
All right, great call right there from the beaches, man, from Palm Beach, or West Palm Beach, rather. I don't want to get beat up. I know y'all guys be acting up there, you know. 'Cause we used to have a saying back in Dade County. Huh? Cowards from Broward get sprayed in Dade. Y'all remember that? Put a thumbs up if y'all remember that. Cowards from Broward get sprayed in Dade. Anyway, like I said, we have a good time. Real quick, we got 260 in the building. As you know, before I get my next caller in, it's too late. I have to wait till I get a break in action. 985 area code. I have no idea what that is. Caller, talk to us. 985 area code. Give us your name, where you're calling from, and you have 2 minutes.
That's me. I'm on.
It is you. You live in color.
Man, you got Rocky from Louisiana. What's going on, Coach?
This Rocky?
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Well,
man?
I've been right here waiting on you. What's up, Rocky? Let's run these stairs.
What's the question of the night? Will these recruits help out next year? What was it again?
So the question is, will landing these top recruits that we're getting, are they going to help the Miami Hurricanes like immediately? Do you think they're going to help them out next year?
Hell no. I think he's building a foundation for the future, though. I think look out a year after next. I think this is the starting point of what Mario Cristobal was brought here and paid the money to do. I think Canes fans need to hang in there one more year. I'm looking at 7-5 next year in a lower tier bowl game. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to see some flashes next year from some of this young talent. Who's going to be in the starting rotation? I would say Reuben Bain and Cormani McClain are your best bets. I look for some young guys the second half of next year, particularly at the linebacker position, to be really making an impact. Mm-hmm. And I think you're looking at a 7-5 year with a lower tier bowl game with an eye on really making a move in 2024. And I'm gonna drop another bombshell on you, Coach.
Talk to me.
With a red shirt senior quarterback in Tyler Van Dyke in 2024 coming back to make a run.
All right, here's my question. All right, I love it. Here's my question. So did you have a prediction for this season just passed?
Yeah, I think we talked about that. I predicted 7-5.
Okay, so you're saying we're going to do the same thing?
Yeah, I predicted 7-5 this past year. We were worse than what I thought this past year. I thought we'd get a couple more. I mean, come on, Middle Tennessee State and Duke didn't see that coming.
Right.
But I think it's going to be another rough year, simply because, unfortunately, I would look. I would love to say all these guys are going to come in and make an immediate impact. Pancake Concho, Francis Maui-Goa, all these guys. It's going to take some time. They're not going to make. It's not going to be immediate, but it's an exciting time. I'll put it this way: it's an exciting time to be a Hurricane fan long term. I said it in the chat. Mario needs to stack a couple of these recruiting classes, just like he's doing now, which I believe he will, because I personally believe that this roster has been that deficient of talent. Love the addition of Javion Cohen today. He's going to be want to talk about day one starters? Javion Cohen, who we got today, and if we can get that wide receiver kid from Oregon to commit, Dante Thornton, he'll be a day one starter.
Well, I'm looking at freshmen. I'm thinking about freshmen, though, Rocky, like true freshmen. I get that, the transfer portal, and I get all that. I want to, because I'm interested, because a lot of people use that term loosely, day one starter, when we're talking about red shirt freshmen, like true freshmen. You know what I mean? So that's why I really want to kind of focus in this.
I think it'd be interesting to see what they do on the offensive line. Do they? I mean, you got a lot of numbers there, right? So you got a lot of combinations that are possible. Do they kick Francis and Sampson inside to try to get their feet wet a little bit? I mean, I don't think you need to with Inez Cooper and Jalen Rivers coming back, but does that happen? I mean, who knows? I don't know. Let me think. Who's across the line? Let's see. I think Chris Johnson gets a lot of burn because of his speed and his playmaking ability coming into this recruiting class. I mean, you got Brashard Smith coming back, who's really came on last year at the receiver position. I mean, him and X are going to play. Tight ends, you got Arroyo and Skinner coming back. They're going to take the lead there. I mean, my best bet on true freshmen has got to be what the callers are saying. Probably Bain getting into the rotation because Steele likes to rotate. We found that out this past year. And then Cormani. I mean, that's probably the best two shots, Coach, if you're looking at true freshmen.
All right, I love it, man. And so, like I said, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man, for calling in. Let me get these callers through, man, because they humping back here, but they hot. Because they say, hey, Rocky, they say my line fake. They say I got a fake number because people can't ever get through. Like my dog, listen, like my dog from school, Dyron called. I saw him just call in, but you was on the line. But he only called once. If he keep calling, he can call back in. Like he ain't call right now, Dyron, if you're still listening. But anyway, I appreciate you, Rocky, man.
Let's not have him call you a fraud, Coach. Coach. I'll talk with you later.
I love it, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. Big shout out, man. Doc, call me back, man. I saw your number pop up, man, but I had to call on the line. There you go. See? There you go. There you go. Look at it. It ain't take long, boy.
Hey, what's up? I'm live?
You all the way live, dog. Like 95. What's up?
That's what's up, man. I just want to congratulate you, dog. I like watching your show, though, man. You know, from we were young kids, 17, 18 years old, man, you always been a man, always been knowledgeable about everything, man. You know, I had you in class.
Yeah. We was clowning. We was clowning.
Yeah, we were clowning. But nah, man, like, honestly, though, man, I sit there, man, I can't wait till your show come on, man, because trust me, man, you got a lot of knowledge and a lot of stuff you do, man.
I appreciate it.
It's real good. Nah, that's good, though, man. But I think we're going to do good next year. I think it's going to take 2 or 3 years for us to get back to what we know Miami Hurricanes to be.
Okay.
But, you know, we got a lot of growing to do, man. We got to learn how to win, right? We got to learn how to win again, man.
Yes, sir.
That take a long time.
That's big right there, boy. That's big right there.
Right? So I think Mario the man, he'll get it done. Like they said, we got to get that dead weight out of there. But learning how to win, man, you know, we getting a lot of kids who in their high school years were winners.
Right.
So that's what you need, man. You need winners to come over there and that winning attitude to rub off, man, and it will be all right.
Nah, for sure, definitely, man. But I appreciate you, man, as always, dog. You know, thank you, man. We got to chop it up too.
Always love, man. Keep going though, bro. I'm listening to you, man. Take care, baby.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. I'm a dog right there, boy. That's my dog. But this way, we got a few callers calling in. Real quick before the next caller calls in, I do want to say this, man. Me and another classmate, right? My man Dank, he was on last week. We got kind of teaming up, getting some things going here for the Valentine's Day weekend, right? Y'all heard of Southern Soul. It's a new thing out. Not really new, but it's been around, especially for my people, the grown folks, King George and all that. Well, guess what? Coach got something shaky. One, I got to have 3. Let me tell you something. February 10th. Don't get it twisted. Come check it out, man. We got King George. We got Tucker. We got Jeter Jones. And my man Special K from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show will be hosting this deal, the comedian. Come check it out. All this information is in the description. It's Valentine's Day weekend, that Friday at the Apopka Amphitheater. You want to come check it out. I had to cut the music off a little bit because, you know, YouTube be wanting to bang you. I might have to cut this piece out. But we got 280 people in the building. Hold me down and one just to lift me up. It's an all-white party, y'all. So come check it out. Bring your loved one. Maybe you might find a Valentine's Day date out there. I don't know. But bring it on through. You see it all right here, the Apopka Amphitheater, man. February 10th. All information is in the description. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get back to this regularly scheduled programming. But don't miss it, man. We got some of the big-time artists coming through. Myself, Dank, all that good stuff going on, man. So y'all come check it out, man, that Friday. And we back to regularly scheduled programming. We're going to get this time off right quick. So, waiting for another call to come in. That's huge right there. I'm super excited about that. February 10th, all white. All white. Ooh-wee. Come on, man. You know we're going to be fresh. You know, they call me Coach Blanco. That's my name, Coach Blanco. Huh? There we go, Eric Galloway. I'll be there, Coach. Well, come on with it, Eric. Don't be scared. Hey, and you go. Hey, we need to give a shout out. Listen, all Hurricane fans, this is what we need to do. We got to put the white Stacey Adams on in honoring Mario Cristobal for that night. And we all going to take shoe pictures together, dog. There it is. It's done. We all got to come out with the all-white Stacey Adams Take a picture of it, and I'm going to send it directly to Mario Cristobal. I'm going to text it to him. I got his number. I'm going to text it directly to Mario Cristobal and see what he got to say about that all-white shoe game. It's going to be stank. So anyway, I love it, man. Waiting for a phone call, 321-328-8235. Check it out. I see my camera a little fuzzy, man. Coach had to use the camera here for something else, so I apologize if it's a little off. I've been working on it, man. It's been bad. But 239 area code, call to talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
Hey, what's up, Coach? It's Keyshawn.
Keyshawn, talk to us, baby. What's up?
Yes, sir. I was just calling. Obviously, the season didn't go how we wanted to. But right now, I guess we got another momentum surging in. So I just wanted to see your thoughts on the recruiting class we got brought in and our realistic chances of, flipping anybody else. I think Mark Fletcher is 50-50 at this point, but everybody's telling us, be aware he's about to flip, you know what I'm saying? But I just want to get your thoughts on that. And, how do you feel about all the Hurricanes fans, hyping this up again after we did that in the spring, How you feel about it?
I don't know, man. I have to be very honest with you, man. I don't know how to take this, bro. I really don't. I there have not been any coaching changes that I know of as of this fall. I'm never going to call for a coach's head unless it just really wants it. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I don't think it's been ridiculous. Has been a little shaky, baby. But I have to be honest with you, brother. I don't know how. I don't know. That's why I asked this question. I don't know what these top recruits mean on the field yet. If I would have seen, I have to be very honest with you, and I'm going to call a spade. People, you hate Mario. No. If I would have seen a tough 5-17, a fighting 5-17. When I say fighting, I'm talking in all aspects. This is coaches, players, water girl, administration. And we bring these in, I would be very optimistic. Very optimistic. I don't know yet. I'm almost on the reset button where, okay, I got to sit and wait, see what the spring looks like. I'm just being honest. That's my honest opinion of how I feel. There's something in my soul that doesn't sit right. And I don't know what it is. I'm not here. I'm not negative. I just call it what it is. Do I believe Mario Cristobal can get it right? Yes, I do. And I know it sounds like I'm being a hypocrite in saying this. But I don't think Mario's the problem. I've said this before on other shows. I think there's a disconnect from coach's mouth to player's ear. I think that's been an issue. That's just it. Am I super excited for the players that we're bringing in? Yes, sir. 10,000%. Now, that's good for this season, meaning this off season. Now, how does that translate to football season? And that's the question. That's all I'm asking. So I really don't know how it plays out. That's why I'm asking the question. Maybe somebody can change my mind.
Well, I have just one more question I want to bring to you. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these fans, I think we all can agree, and I'm a Kane fan, so like I'm not speaking down on us, but everybody gets the off-season hype, and it's the same thing every year. You know what I'm saying? We can have the players, and then everybody wants to put the blame on certain people. Like, is it really Coach Gaddis? Is it really, the culture? Like, what is it that Miami is doing right now that even if we get a top 3 recruit class, you know what I'm saying, what disconnect could go on with that? Because I don't think they realize how real this situation is, how we keep repeating this process of hype, and then, we fail.
Yeah, I definitely can look at it in that sense. There was somebody I think Shad put in there earlier. Big shout out to Shad. Y'all go check his channel. I saw Ellen put in. Let's get that man to 200 subscribers, man. Y'all stop playing. There's 288 people in the building. 200 of y'all go over to Shad right now. I want to see the number drop to 88. Go over to Shad's channel. Ellen, do me a favor. Put the link back up. Go to his channel. Hit the subscribe button and come right back. Y'all stop it. Y'all cut it out right now. But to answer your question, Shad put in there, I believe it was him earlier, saying that off-season champions. I believe that was him. If it's not, I apologize, Shad. But we've seen that happen with Manny Diaz, right? We saw that happen. I don't want to say last year with Cristobal. He did salvage some of the class, but there was so much hype about the expectation of winning this, and like we didn't just fall short, bro. It was catastrophic. Like 9-2, and we fell short to 7-5. Okay, yeah. But bro, we went almost even 5-7. Like, come on, bro. Like, golly. But I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Appreciate you for calling, man. All right, look at that done, Coach. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Cane Juice 305. Y'all go over there and support. I love what Shad's doing. Like I say, Shad, do me a favor. Call in too, man, if you can. Like put a lot of good videos, 10-minute videos that have good questions to them too. I'll be honest with you. 904 area code. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
It's Dre, Coach A, Jacksonville.
Dre, what's up? You got to do me a favor. I don't know if you're on Bluetooth or not, but it's.
It's echoing.
It's echoing, and all the road noises. All the road noises picking up.
How about now?
That's a little bit better. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, the tail end of the last caller. I want to disagree with that last statement he made, but the last part of it anyway, not the full statement, just the last part.
Okay.
About the expectation.
Mm-hmm.
See, Kohe, I'm the one who was messing with you on when you was on there with Street of them.
Okay.
I said, hey, he don't like Cristobal or something. And I told you I was just joking.
Oh, no, I get it.
Nah,
I get it. I get it all the time, dog. But anyway, go ahead.
The part I don't agree with, you got to know football, man. It's and like you always be saying, like you done said a few times, it's a copycat league, like the NFL, college coaches copy each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the results copy each other too. If you know what I mean? Like if you have a bad culture and you trying to change the culture out, you can look at another program going through the same thing, and the results gonna be the same. Look at Texas A&M. Look at Florida. You see what I'm saying? Like, what all of them got in common? Mm-hmm. They had terrible years. The next year, the year ain't even over with yet. Them joker got 15, 20 transfers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't think the expectations. When you say expectations, you saying is the fan base saying from what they were expecting or what the coaches made them feel like was gonna happen?
I don't think the coaches. To be honest with you, Mario Cristobal never told us what to expect this year. We did that. So, when I say we as the fan base, he came in, all the money being spent. So therefore, we took the expectations through the roof. Mario Cristobal never came in and said, we winning the bowl game this year. I have to be honest. He never said that. Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's my point. So, but he did say it's going to take a lot of work. He said that from day one.
Sure he did.
He said that from day one. You a football coach, so when you hear it's gonna take a lot of work, he ain't even say to win a championship. He say to get this thing back up and running. Go listen to the interview. To get this thing turned around, up and running, it's gonna take a lot of work. Right there, that should have sent off some alarm.
You know what? And it's funny you say that, right? We listen to what we choose to listen to, and you're 100% right. No coach is gonna come out. I don't care. Deion Sanders might be the only dude that's going to come out and say y'all basically trash. And he didn't even say that. He just said y'all complacent. Right. So he was talking to read between the lines. And we know Colorado was bad. So Cristobal, by saying that,
it's really motivation.
Yeah, but to your point, what Cristobal was basically saying, where we as a fan base should have read between the lines, but we had our blinders on, was if somebody comes to you and say, it's going to take a lot of work to get this back up and running. Here's a problem. I'm the analogy king around here. Let me just bring this up. Mm-hmm. if you took your car to a mechanic and your mechanic say, whew, it's going to take a lot of work to get this up and running, how much you think that was going to cost? A little bit or a lot?
A lot, at least a band.
It's going to cost a lot. It ain't going to be like no oil change. You're going to be like, man, this is going to cost a lot. Yeah. Like when you say it like that, he talking like some big money. So when Cristobal said that, he was like, bro, it's going to take a lot of work to get this thing back up and running. We just skipped right past what he said, and we got caught up with the grind. He was going to Central when he first got the job. Him being on the team, him having all the money, the $100 million they put in it, Alonzo Highsmith, Jason Taylor, like that overshadowed that one statement right there that he made.
Yeah.
And I heard him say that. That's why I never gave an expectation. I have to be honest. That's why I never gave an expectation.
They thought it was going to be at the snap of the thumb because they looking at 7-5 last year with Manning and saying, oh, he way better than Manning. And we got better assistance and all that. When we, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this before, but this when the phone was tripping. And I was making a point that you're going to have to separate emotion and either know football or get to know this game. Because this game will break your heart if you don't know what you're watching or you don't know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, you can see, I told Joker this, I told my little nephew this, he a Hurricane fan too, that I guarantee you when he knew he knew when he walked in. But after that Texas A&M game, that week of that practice for that Middle Tennessee game, I believe he knew in that practice week, was a lot of them got to get up out of here. Even if he would give them the benefit of the doubt. And the reason why I say that, I believe he knew, boy, if they get it now, we can salvage something from this. Not knowing that Texas A&M had a culture issue as well.
Right.
But you could and build off of it. So instead of lacking up on them, I believe he went hard on them, trying to get everything up out of them. And they like, man, we almost beat a SEC team that was top 5, top 10 in the country coming in. He had like this. So they took it as punishment instead of encouragement. Instead of them looking at the coach saying, he think we can get better. He can actually get better. They looked at it like, man, he tripping. We supposed to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like 1 or 2 plays, we good.
Right.
And I believe that's when, because look how they look when they came out with Middle Tennessee. And what really led me to that is when Streeter say the sideline, the pregame. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, you a coach. How long it took for y'all to change it at New Orleans?
Well, we won the state championship in 3 years. So, but you're right. That first year, it's funny you say that. You bring that up. So our very first year, I have to be very honest, that team may have been the most talented player for player team out there. I think our shortest defensive lineman was Michael Greer. And he was bow-legged. He was like 6'3.5", 6'4". I mean, when I say we had, I'm being honest. When I tell you the kind of talent that was on that first year's team, like I said, Kareem Brown was on that team, Terrell McGill, Nate Walker, Diamos Demerit. I mean, these guys that won the state championship were 10th graders. They were babies. You know what I mean? Like Antoine Barnes, Dwayne Bowe wasn't even on the team at the time. Like they were babies. But when I say they had the most talent in the world, but we didn't know how to win. I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. I've said this before. We played South Broward, our very first game at that school, the kickoff classic in that August. We lost that game. Do you know when we came back to the school, they damn near had a parade, bro?
South Broward did?
No, Norland. Norland almost, because the game was competitive. We lost, but people were so happy to see.
Oh, that's how bad they was.
That's how bad it was. Bro, they was like, Coach, great game. And we sitting there like, great game?
Right.
We lost.
Yeah.
And so it goes to show you that, again, but that's all I was asking from Miami, to be competitive. We lost some games, didn't go to the playoffs the first year, blah, blah, blah. But then the second year comes, and now we get a little better. And then the third year, we win it. So that's what I'm saying, is that you can make an immediate impact and guys still be competitive. You know, now, were there some bad apples on that team? Probably so. And they had to go. But talent-wise, I have to be honest with you. Talent for talent across that board, I would have put them against any team in Dade County across the board. Again, they just weren't used to that team. We were there. Coach Dunn was the 5th head coach that team had in 4 years.
Oh yeah, you can't win.
But that's what I'm saying. It was a bunch of talent there. That was, bro, our running back was Diemos Demerit, 6'3", 215 maybe.
Great day.
Bro, I seen this dude. Bro, I seen this dude. We played North Miami. We on the 99-yard line. Right? Boom, takes off. They call a penalty. Now we're on the 99, and he takes off, scores. 99.5-yard line. Run the same play, he take it to the house again. I mean, it was talent there, bro. Plenty of talent. Plenty of talent. But like I said, man, I got to get you rolling. I got other people calling in. We got 342 people in the building, man. I appreciate it. But thank you, man, for calling as always,
so
man.
Make sure you reiterate that to them, man, so they can operate in a little bit of this big word that we don't use in today's time.
What's that?
Patience.
Patience.
Yeah. The boy gonna have to grow up.
They got to grow up.
This class coming in got to grow up. They ain't coming in there. If you like you say that you had the most talented team, and they was young, but you know they couldn't get over them until they learned how to.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, that talent was all seniors. I had to be honest. That talent were like a lot of that talent on that team were senior. A lot of these pitchers, these guys who won the state championship behind me were only 10th grade. They weren't even playing. Though other guys were, I'm telling you, man, our O-line was huge my first year. The year we won the state, we may average 215, 225. The offensive line. I'm just saying, it wasn't a big offensive line.
Nah.
It was not. It was not. It was what it was, but I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man, as always.
Yeah. I ain't gonna be selfish. I appreciate you taking my call. Bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right, good call right there. I know I went over the 2 minutes. I want to address this. Rod Smith says, Ruiz buying everyone. Laugh aloud. Stop it, Canes fans. Guys, 239 in the area building. Hold on 1 second. Let me finish this point. So I get it, Rod Smith, and to everyone. I just put it up because there are a lot of money. So what? You know why I say so what? Nobody said it's not fair that Oregon is spending money on all these uniforms. They had the money, they spent it. Nobody said, well, it's not fair that Tennessee just had a $40 million facility and now they're putting a $140 million facility there. They spent it. It's not fair that LSU spent $178 million in their facility. If it's legal, they did it. Now that this is legal, why don't you take that $178 million and put it in NIL deals? I know you can't do that because it's the school. I get it. Stop. Don't Twitter me to death. Don't all cap me to death. All I'm saying is it's legal. Why is that an issue? I guarantee a school like Michigan, who has $17 billion endowment, a school like whatever has a way bigger endowment than we have. So therefore, you guess what? I guarantee they got way more millionaire and billionaires in there coming from their alumni base than we have. Tell them to pony up. Ante up. Ante up. Spend the money then, bro. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody complain when a dude who started Rockstar Games, the Call of Duty dude, cut a check so Michigan could go to the Vatican and see the Pope. Tell him to start doing doggone NIL deals for Rockstar Games for the Michigan players. Stephen Ross got other business ventures besides the Dolphins. Tell them to ante up, start NIL deals for those programs. Tell Jerry Jones, he an Arkansas grad, huh? Tell Jerry Jones, he got other business ventures besides the Cowboys. Tell him to ante up. Mark Cuban went to Indiana. Tell Mark Cuban to ante up. All I'm saying is y'all cut it. Y'all killing me. Y'all mad because we're doing something legal. Legal. So what if it's NIL deals? If that's what gets you there, get you there. So what? Ante up. Y'all got big time million and billionaires. Tell Mark Cuban, go to Indiana Hoosiers. They big time. That's Power 5 football. Tell him to cut some NIL deals to get big time players. So cut it. I don't want to hear none of that foolishness y'all talking about. I get tired. You know what? This is all I'm going to say.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's all I'm saying. Resell, you lost me with that analogy. I don't know what you mean. Probably about the car. I was just talking. Anyway, call or talk to us. I'm sorry I had to go off for a second. I forgot you was even on the line. Talk to us, man. 239 area code. I apologize.
Hey, you're good. Hey, it's me again. I just want to respond back to what he was saying about me.
who is me? So say who you are so we can be clear.
Keyshawn, it's Keyshawn again.
Okay, talk to us.
Yeah, all right. So I want to touch on that and then about the NIL too. So I agree with what he said, right? I think you have some points that you agree with about him too. But at the end of the day, there is no reason that we should have lost to a team like Middle Tennessee State University, to a team like Duke University. Expectations are not just put in by the fans. They're put in by the team. You feel me? Like, we have expectations based off what Mario said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as the team, Mario was not planning to lose that game.
I agree.
I don't care how our roster looks. Nobody plans on us losing that game. There's no excuse for that. You feel me? I think that expectations were too high, but we had to establish something that we can build off of. You know what I'm saying? Every year we're supposed to make progress. And I called back in the day, and I don't know if you remember, everyone was like, oh, we're winning the ACC championship. And I called them like, yo, we have to win 7 games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the talent, right, Coach, based off what he was saying, they have a national talent projector on, NCAA, ESPN. We are top 12, top 15 talent-wise every single year. And that's with not bad recruiting, but mediocre recruiting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not with a top 5 class, not a top 3 class. Mario came in and we had 15 recruits last year at the end of the late cycle?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we always have top, and we're not ranked. You know what I'm saying? So that was just a touch on what he was saying. Expectations are expectations. It can be a fan, it could be a coach, but there has to be some type of standard on what is acceptable. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Getting stomped out 45-3 by FSU, even if they are the better team at home, with all the recruits in attendance and a pack, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
No excuse.
None.
No excuse.
None.
You can lose, but it's a rivalry game, man. Don't have the stadium empty and it was just sold out.
Right. I totally agree.
And back to just the NIL point. I got 30 seconds. Look, let's not act like these big schools weren't doing it before it was actually legalized. All these Bama fans and Georgia fans and Ohio State want to talk that talk. Oh, it's just John Ruiz writing checks. Let's not act like Nick Saban and Kirby Smart not been cashing checks for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not pretend like we don't know what's really going down. So that's just what I had to say. Miami needs NIL, and other schools just aren't in the same position to take advantage of it. So that's all I had to say.
I have to say this. Hold on. I'm sorry, though. They are in position. I just said that. They are in position. I guarantee if you go look at across the country, Power 5 programs, I guarantee there are way more multi-million and billionaire people coming out as alumni than Miami does, simply because of the law of averages. when you putting out 45 and 50,000 people in a class, I mean, in a school, at a school at one time, and we only have 10, let's say more people, one, donating back, two, business owners, right, and entrepreneurs than we do. Just the law of averages say that. You understand what I'm saying? Did I lose it?
Yeah, I definitely hear you. I'm not saying other schools can't do it. I'm just saying Miami is Miami. You know, it ain't like let's just say a school like West Virginia, right? Obviously their NIL isn't going to match ours, but you know, NIL is it's for all colleges, for the athletes to get paid. But the bigger schools, the bigger cities, it's just like the NBA, right? OKC, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they'll never get a good free agent as far as LeBron James, you know, to come to a school, to a NBA team like that. That's a big destination, big city target, right? It's the same thing. NIL, a big school is going to be able to attract bigger athletes to pay more money for those athletes, but everybody still can do it. You feel me?
Okay, I say that, but you say West Virginia, right? And you talk about NILs.
Yeah.
Remember, it's about business. There are plenty of businesses in West Virginia. See, we look at it because of the football and location. NIL is about promoting the businesses. I just simply pulled it. I know I'm going past my time, T. Hines. I apologize. I'm so sorry. But we're looking at people who come out of there. I didn't even know. They say Steve Harvey went to West Virginia. Wow. Didn't know that. Didn't know that. How about this? Heather Bresch, the CEO of Mylan Incorporated. John Chambers, the president and CEO of Cisco Systems. That's a phone we use every day in every company in the world. These are West Virginia alums. Karen Evans, de facto CIO of the United States under President George Bush. Charles Woolen, the CEO and general manager of Grant County Public District. Maggie Harlan, the president, Lumber Company. There's plenty of things that's going on. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just saying like overall, like West Virginia, for example, will never have a number one recruiting class, right? Especially with NIL and stuff coming in. But a team like Miami could possibly pull that off even after going 5-7.
If you cut that check right, I guarantee they'll come. If you build
Miami,
it,
but
bro,
West Virginia, you feel me?
Yeah, you saying that now. But how did West Virginia at that time under Rich Rod pull all those top players? I'm not saying maybe a number one, but they'll definitely have. I'm just saying, because NIL is such a big thing and a lot of people are going because of that, and we call it what it is pay for play. If you do it, they'll come. West Virginia is a beautiful school now. I had to be very honest. The school itself. No, it may not have the beaches and all that stuff, but there's a lot of schools don't have beaches. Right? That don't mean, you know, all I'm saying is if it's like anything else, people invested in what they thought was going to bring recruits, i.e., what was the number one thing when it came down to recruiting? The arms race was what? Facilities. We got to have the best and newest facilities. That was the arms race. Everybody dumped money in the facilities, the indoor facility, it is, museums, all the hologram machines. Now, what's the new arms race? NIL. Got to find ways to dump money into that. That's all I'm saying. When Oregon wanted to do it, how did they do it? They brought in a bunch of uniforms, right? They brought in a bunch of different things. Then it became the facilities race. Oh, we got the best facilities in the world. We got 2 indoor practice facilities. We got all the newest stuff, blah, blah, blah. That was getting recruits. And that was the same thing Miami was complaining. Our facilities are trash. That's why we can't get recruits. So now we're doing that. We're dumping money into facilities. Now the new arms race is NIL. You better find a way to dump into it, or guess what? Get left behind, just like Miami did. Finally, Miami's ahead of the curve. Miami, can I tell you this? Our new locker room is 20 years behind everybody else's locker room, and it's new.
Exactly.
That new locker room is 20 years behind everybody else's locker room, and it's brand new. So we're finally ahead of the curve and saying we're going to beat everybody to the NIL deal. when Ohio State and Tennessee and Texas was beating everybody to the facilities race. We're beating them to the NIL race, and now it's a problem. So I'm going to just say that, man, I got to let you go, man, because they calling in, and T-Han's going to kill me for going over the time. I'm sorry. Buddy. All right, real quick, you had to call in. I'm sorry, T-Han. Don't whoop me. I apologize. So finally, like I was saying, Miami gets ahead of a recruiting curve that we've been behind for so long. We thought that people were going to come back, the Larry Coker days, that people were going to come to Miami because it was Miami. And that's the furthest from the truth. Why? Because the internet came along and people could see, these kids could see beyond County Line Road. Why do you think Florida State was in such shambles? And Jimbo saw the writing on the wall. Jimbo knew, we would say Jimbo whatever, but one thing he did that was smart, he got out of there because Florida State wasn't willing to invest in the facilities. That was the facilities race. Jimbo knew, I got to get out of here, dog. Groove, I'm going to answer you right after I take this call, Groove. That's the biggest issue. Miami, think about it. The facilities race been going on since 2002, 3, 4, 5. It is 2022, finna be 2023 in less than a month. And we just putting $100 million into the facilities, dog. One of our former coaches, Mark Rick, had to put $1 million just to get an indoor practice facility. When people been having indoor practice facilities forever. But Miami thought they could get away with it because the weather was not a factor. Oh, it doesn't snow up here, down here. We don't need an indoor practice facility. But what about lightning? What about it's just hot as hell out there that day? And we want to get a good practice. So that's my point. Now that Miami's ahead of the curve when it comes to a recruiting tactic in NIL, people are now up in arms and mad at Miami. Gotta love to you, baby. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, at the end of the day, you see it right there. C-A-N-E-S. I did it backwards. C-A-N-E-S. Anyway, call or talk to us, 912 area code.
Yeah, this is Captain Hurricane. How you doing?
Captain Hurricane, talk to me, baby. What's up? What's on your mind?
Well, I was just listening to you talk about the NIL deals. One thing that I think we do have an advantage, I think there's more Fortune 500 companies in Miami. But I agree with what your last caller said, because if let's just say, what if Coach Prime would have went to Georgia Tech?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of recruits, what kind of NIL deals do you think he could have come out of in Atlanta? Because I think that a lot of there's some schools that are strategically located that are going to come out better in Texas, USC, like I said, Miami, Georgia Tech. But hey, we're due, because like your other caller said, I think these other schools, like we all know, that the NIL deal's been going on since the 80s. You got to be careful. You know
right.
what I mean? But I think that in the long run, it's really going to benefit us. And before I go, have we heard any latest news on the stadium?
I don't know anything in regards to that.
Or when the facilities are going to be started. I know I've seen that on the facilities, but I didn't know if we had any more news on the stadium being built there at the Tropical Park.
Yeah, I don't know. I know guys like, I know Coop talks about that a lot. I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe Miami Flow, which I'll be on their show in a little bit here right after this one for a segment or two. After that,
okay, I watched them too. If you find out anything, just mention it on there, because I'll be checking in to see. And I appreciate you taking my call.
No problem. Real quick, I want to ask a question, because you brought up NIL deals, and T. Hines, God Almighty, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pass my time, but anyway, here's my question. People think areas relate to NIL deals,
right?
But I firmly disagree with that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because business is business.
Oh yeah.
So here's here's my question. Here's my question to you. Bryce Young, he has an NIL deal with who? Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Is Dr. Pepper located in Tuscaloosa, Alabama?
No.
No. It's in Texas.
Right.
That's my point. I don't care. So even to your point with Dion, yes, there's places that smaller, but business is business. And all I'm saying,
I agree. But you think about this: there's players that have more than one NIL deal, and is there more? Just like is there more businesses in Miami or more businesses in West Virginia? Can a player have 10 NIL deals?
Yeah, I guarantee. You know why people don't realize that? I guarantee there are a lot of major, but again, it's not about where the businesses are located more than what's the market share. See, that's what people have to understand. If I'm marketing something to people, it may be regional. Just because he's in Virginia, he may be my that area of the country's representative, right? Even that company may be located in California. But here's the deal: if I'm head of Hayes Enterprises, and I'm located in Miami, but I sell a lot of stuff in that area, I'm gonna find a West Virginia person. But I got to make those deals, right? I got to make those deals, you know.
Right. Before I go, can the schools promote or say, hey, look, we have this kind of NIL affiliate? Are they allowed to do that? I don't know.
I don't believe so. I don't think so. I think they have nothing to do with NIL per se. They're not supposed to be separate entities, from my understanding. But of course, we know they all work together. How you got a kid doing commercials and your coach don't know who come on, so we know what it is. But in essence, no, it's not supposed to be one and the other. But yeah, definitely, man. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, now. All right, real quick, man. I want to give a big shout out to Daryl, man, for $5. He says, I missed this a while ago. I meant to bring it up. He says, get my cuz Certified Slim on the show for $5. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Daryl, man. Carla, talk to us. 256 area code. You on a timer, and I got to stick to it. T-Han's going to have me, she going to beat me up. So, Carla, talk to us.
What up, Coach? You know this your boy Smooth, man. I had to get in tonight, Coach.
Hold up, Smooth. Stick that chin out, not me right now. I had to slap that chin. Smooth, I miss you, man. Where you been, bro?
Man, I've been here. I be having a lot going on, Coach, but I always try to tune in to your show. I don't always get a chance to call in, but, I'm always listening, though.
I love it. So talk to me, man. You're an Alabama fan. NIL deal's a big deal. Do you agree or disagree with what I was kind of saying about, like, somebody just put in the comment, Pancake. Pancake Honcho is one of the young men I think has literally branded himself to perfection. He is a young man. I thought he did an excellent job, and he gets it, or his team gets it, whoever's around him. I don't know how many pancake or maple syrup companies there are in Miami.
Right.
Huh? But I guarantee somebody going to come a-calling. I guarantee.
Right.
And, whether it's going to be Aunt Jemima, Alga syrup, whatever, somebody going to be coming.
Right.
And so that's what I'm saying. Does it matter where you are, or is it about you branding yourself? Like, this young man did an excellent job, Smooth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like it's a little bit of both. Like, some of it has to do with, like, maybe the school you go to, and then a lot of it got to do with, like, who you are as a player. Because at the end of the day, I agree with you. Like, Pancake, he has done a great job of branding himself, and or whatever the case may be. But shoot, if Pancake get to Miami and he'll flop, then you know what I'm saying? Like, them deals gonna leave, and that's how I feel that happened to a lot of the kids at Texas A&M or whatnot. They was promised this and that, and some of them might have got on the field, some of them didn't. Like Texas A&M, they ain't have a real successful season, and eventually, like, some of them NIL people gonna be like, hey, shoot, what my investment? What the return on my investment? You know what I'm saying? And they gonna quit paying the players or do whatever they got to do, because a lot of them got non-disclosure agreement. So even if they did decide to quit paying them, they can't even say nothing about it. So.
And it's fun. And it's funny you say that.
You ask me.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. No, you're 100% right, and it's funny you say that, because there's two separate entities. And Nick Saban brought that up. When you start paying players, now this booster gonna come over and say, "Hey, coach, I done gave this dude 100,000. Why he not playing?" Well, technically speaking, I ain't had nothing to do with that deal. But did that coach go to that CEO and say, "Hey, I need this kid to get the deal because we got to bring him in," but he just ain't ready yet. But like you said, return on investment is 100 stacks. And wait a minute, I gave this dude 100 stacks, and now he in the transfer portal. Like, I'm telling you, it's too. It is literally the wild, wild west, bro. When it comes to this, man.
Right.
Somebody said, "I think we got Fletcher." Like go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I say that's why me personally, like I like the way I think NIL was set up and the way it's going. Like I don't like it because I honestly feel like once the kids get there and they prove themselves, that's when the NIL deals should somewhat kick in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel personally, because it's just like you promising all these kids this, and this, and they get there and they more worried about the NIL deals or the money coming in instead of going to practice or busting their butt. So you know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they need to do to be successful on the field. That's just how I feel personally. Like at the end of the day, I'm still old school, coach. Like it's modern day college football. I mean, I love it, but at the same time, it's just like it's coming with a whole lot of entitlement, and that's what they're transfer portal and everything. Like these kids, like they don't want to compete, coach. They don't want to compete. They don't want to stick it out. Like I played college ball. I played at Tuskegee University.
What you know? I didn't know that, Smooth.
Yeah. HBCU, baby.
Hold up.
Every day. I played
Smooth.
at
What you know about
University?
Smooth? What you know about that yellow store with them? What you know about the yellow store with them fish sandwiches on that corner?
Ooh, what you know about that, coach? What you know about the coop, coach?
Listen, man, the coop got flies in it and good chicken wing, but it's a yellow store. As you go around, I want to say that's 48. It's a yellow store.
Yeah.
That sit on the corner like a corner store. They sell them fish sandwiches.
Yeah. You know what you're talking about, coach. You know what you're talking about.
I used to go hunting over there, man. But we'll talk later about that. But go ahead.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Anybody who done played college ball or who experienced life, period, then been to college and hit that wall, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I don't know if this for me. You know what I'm saying. It ain't going like I thought it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying. And now these kids, they just want to bounce, and more times than none, the grass ain't green on the other side. It work out for some of them, but majority of them, coach, a lot of them finna have to hit McDonald's, coach, Burger King, coach. Be honest with you.
I'm trying to tell you, but Smooth, I gotta let you go, man. I gotta get you up out of here.
Yeah, man. We can go all night, coach.
All night, man. We're gonna do it, man. I'm off too, man. So I'm actually gonna head out here, but I gotta get my man Groove on here. I know Groove, boy. He dude like the Joker, dog. He the most hated dude on Twitter of all time, dog. This man, dog. I don't know what Groove be doing, but boy, he be poking the bell, man. Yeah. But this him calling right now, so I'm gonna let you go.
All right, do your thing, coach.
Shut up. Oh my Lord. Hold up, man. Do me a favor, man. Turn that background down for me, though, because I want to introduce this guy right. If you don't know this gentleman, he will get under your skin. He loves to poke the bell. If he sees a hornet nest, he gonna kick it. He was born for this purpose. He has been put on this earth to make you mad. If he is on your Twitter timeline, you going at it. He is true entertainment. He is a guy that make you walk in the house and kick the dog. He is a guy that make you test your faith. This gentleman right here may be short in stature, but got a left hook that'll put you to your knees. His name is AKA Against the Grain. No, the sky ain't blue, it's light blue. He hates it might be green. He hates Mario Cristobal, as they say. He loves Manny Diaz. Y'all clap it up for Big Groove. Let me tell you something, Groove. First of all, before you get started, and I'm sorry, how we can't do no time on this dude. What makes you do what you do, my brother? Because, boy, I tell you, boy, they be 38. You got it. Hey, like Jamie Foxx said, you might need security.
Honestly, bro, I guess I say the stuff that people are scared to say. Some people are scared to say, honestly. People be thinking certain things, but I just say it because I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? I just keep honest. You know what I'm saying? When I see issues, you know, so I'm not scared to point them out. I mean, we talked and the fan base, cried about certain things before, but now it seems like those things that was cried about before are accepted. So I just say, no, okay, well, it's the same thing that's going on. Okay, well, let's keep it a buck. It's not corrected. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't like so you don't like people that you consider hypocrites, meaning what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander, right? Meaning if Manny Diaz is going to be criticized for this, then so shall Mario Cristobal.
Exactly, because he's supposed to be a better coach. If he's a better coach, my standards for him is going to be way higher than for Manny. I don't consider Manny Diaz a better coach than head coach than Mario Cristobal, because Mario has more experience. Mm-hmm. Manny was just learning. You know what I'm saying? With less resources, with no portal, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm. This guy, he has the accolades. Everybody said that's the reason why he's here. He has the accolades. He won that. He was a winner at Bama. He recruited this guy. He won at Oregon. Look what 2 Pac-12 championships. That's all I hear about. But now all I'm saying is that we're okay with 8 wins in year 2. Hold on now. Hold on. Why we no. Man, Diaz had 8 wins and 2 losses in year 2, and people wanted him fired. Because all I hear is the North Carolina game. And we had 5 North Carolina games this year. But nobody wants to talk about that. But I talk about it. But I'm the bad guy because I talk about it. He's not my prodigal son. I've been saying the same thing about him since before he got to Miami. I think he's a great recruiter. He's proven that right now. I've always said he's a great recruiter. But he's a questionable on-field coach, and that reared its head 7 times this year. That's all I say. But nobody wants to hear that because Mario is the prodigal son of Miami. Mark Richt was the prodigal granddaddy. Mark Richt, you know what I'm saying? Mario is the prodigal son. So they don't want, you can't say anything negative about Mario and you consider you hate Mario, you just a Manny fan. No, I want Miami to win. Out of all the stuff I say, I never once said, you can look at all my tweets, you can go to my search history. You cannot find one tweet where I said I wanted Mario Cristobal to fail. I hope we lose. I've not ever said that. I've lost thousands of dollars betting on the Miami Hurricanes this year. Is that the sign of a man that doesn't believe in his squad? No. But I say the things
I
that people don't want to hear.
I almost said something. I almost say, hey, you might be a dumb gambler then, Groove. That's all.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm picking Miami to beat. I'm picking Miami to beat Middle Tennessee State. I'm picking the spread. I can't. That's you know what I'm saying. So, hey, they let me down. I mean, I couldn't back out of certain bets I had with Florida State fans and stuff like that. You feel me? So that's why I lost the majority of my money for betting against Florida State.
So here's my deal, and I hear your point, but it's almost like most things, though, right, Groove? It's not the message, maybe it's the messenger. Think that's it?
Maybe they just don't like it. And that's fine too, because that ain't gonna stop my cash flow.
Nah, I feel you. I'm just teasing, but seriously, like, and I get where you're coming from. Let me ask you this: so you ask a lot of questions, or you point out a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to that. So here's the flip side of that: Give me some positives.
He's an excellent recruiter. I'm talking about probably one of the best recruiters I've seen at Miami since Butch Davis. He's probably a better recruiter than Butch Davis because it seemed like he's more into it than the actual guys, the assistants.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like about it. I love that about him. I mean, I think he has an eye for talent. I can't say anything as far as on field because I still see deficiencies. I've seen that at Oregon. You know what I'm saying? But that's the main positive thing. I can tell that he wants the best for the University of Miami. You know what I'm saying? And he inspires to right the ship. I don't doubt that at all. But I can want to be a doctor. That don't mean I can do it.
All right, so everybody. So I get that. That's the default, meaning everybody knows that. Everybody this, that, and the other, right? Okay. You got to go a little deeper than that to me, dog. Come on.
Well, okay. Me just on the outside, I'm not inside of anything like that.
This is why I'm laughing, because here's the problem, and here's a consistent problem. Everybody jumps at me. You know how immediately you jump straight to recruiting? Man, he's the number one recruiter. And then when I always ask, what's the next thing? Everybody,
but that's all
because it's like when you take that girl home, and your mom like, what you like about that girl? Mama, she's beautiful. Yeah, I get all that. But what else you like about her?
Exactly. And that's my point. And that's the point I always try to make. If you take away the recruiting, what is there? Because you can recruit all you want to, but you still got to play the games on the field. You still got to put a game plan together. You still got to put a scheme together. You still got to make adjustments, in-game adjustments. You still got to make second-half adjustments. You feel what I'm saying? You still got to hire the right coach that fits the players that you have. There's more to it than just recruiting. I love the aspect of them, but what else? What else do you bring to the table besides being a hard-nosed coach? I think one other attribute that I love about him, I think he's gonna prepare kids mentally outside of football, because we know, you played football, you coached it. Football teaches you about life. You feel what I'm saying? And me just looking at him and listening to him talk, he's a leader of men. I give him that. You feel what I'm saying? And I think those kids are going to be well prepared outside of football, if they don't make it to the NFL, if they do make it to the NFL. So that's one attribute that I do like. One positive that I do like about him. But I know you have spoke about the NIL thing earlier, man, that I wanted to touch on. That was my original call. I wanted to touch on that, but I get you. I
had to give you that intro, dog.
You say what?
I said I had to give you that intro. Because I follow you. Listen, I follow you on.
You my guy, Coach James.
Listen, Groove. I followed you on Twitter, and I be watching. Like, dog, you are literally like, bro. It is straight comedy. Like, you know what I mean? You've increased my reading habits. I wasn't a big reader, but I read Twitter. Thank you, Groove. You've increased my reading habits. But go ahead, talk to me.
But you made a good point earlier when you said the NIL deal is not about a location. That is very, very true. You know what I'm saying? Because the NIL, I think it's true far as the not the highly titled players like the
like the local. You're right, like local businesses.
Also for them and like the social media type buzz, because you can see like certain guys get like little meat, like protein ads they be promoting and stuff like that. But your stars, your studs, they're gonna be most of the national brands. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that, because if you put, say you say West Virginia, you put Nick Saban and you put Deion Sanders right now at this time at West Virginia, they're gonna have a top 5 recruiting class. You feel what I'm saying? And the NIL deals are gonna follow them because who the coach is.
Yeah, because Groove, like to your point, the local, like prime example, I'll just pick a name like Ragone, for example. He'll get a local NIL deal, the local companies around there. But we're talking about national campaigns. When we're talking about big-time players like the Bryce Young, like I was talking about, the Dr. Pepper. Well, Dr. Pepper's in Texas. That's the headquarters. They went and got the number one player, right? I'm just saying, like those type of deals. So if you think about West Virginia back when they had, if the Pat White and I forgot the running back's name, and all those guys were coming along now.
Steve Slade.
Steve Slade, yes, number 10. If those guys come around, they would have gotten those deals in West Virginia because
they would have got those big deals.
Yeah, because their name
from Alabama, he would have got a lot of big deals.
Yeah, and so there are a lot of companies. I get it, but Hayes Heating and Air Conditioning ain't gonna be spending out $100,000. We may give you a $5,000 or $10,000 NIL deal to do a commercial with Hayes, HVAC systems or something. But if you're talking about Train Air Conditions, which is the national brand, then we're going to look for a bigger player. We're not looking for the Ragone. We're not looking for the Dennis Miller. You understand? But when I'm looking at James Williams, I'm looking for that. The James Williams, the De'Aaron King, the people the Tyler Van Dykes, the faces of the programs, not the third string dude. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier with with Pancake, you know what I'm saying? Flapjacks are like a Midwestern, West Virginia type, you know what I'm saying, thing. That's when those companies, those batter companies are gonna come down. Hold on, actually, I just thought about it. General Mills owns a lot of pancake mix. So General Mills will reach out to him.
Thank you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you.
There's a lot of big companies that people don't understand that own these products that we know and love.
And when he gets big enough, he can have his own pancake brand under whoever makes the syrup, Log Cabin or whoever these different places. When he gets that becomes his. He endorses that and come get it. This is Pancake Honcho, whatever. This is whatever. They got all kinds of pancake flavor.
I'm trademarking it now. Honcho pancake mix.
There you go. I mean, so there's plenty of deal. I'm gonna tell you, that dude has done an excellent job branding himself. If people don't know how to do it, follow his lead. He came out with a name. He has 2 Twitter accounts. He has his own personal. He has his own personal Twitter account, but Pancake Honcho has his own Twitter account. He uses that in everything he does. These are the things I'm saying, bro, that he whether it's him, and I'll give him the credit, or the people around him, his team, whatever, they came up with the nickname. It's catchy. It's relative to what he's doing. It ain't Big Dog 27 up here, And he I'm telling you, that young man, you saw him, he's signing cards already from high school that people can have. It may turn into something, it may not, but that's still branding. Whether them cards worth 3 cents 10 years from now or $30, it doesn't matter. A little kid's going to have that card in his room somewhere, right, and put up. Yep. I'm telling you, awesome, bro. Awesome from him, man.
But I don't want to take up all the time. I know some other people want to get on, man. Like always, I appreciate you, Coach Hayes. You one of the most genuine and cool people, I've met in this YouTube world, man. You always the same 100, no matter when we talk. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, man. You don't hesitate to break me on your show. You feel what I'm saying? And I really appreciate you for real.
Anytime. I don't want to be on your bad side, dog.
Oh, man, you want to
be on my bad side. I'm messing with you.
You want to ever be on my
I done mess with you.
You bought me, man.
It's all good. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, Coach. Hey, man, y'all hit that like button for my guy, man. Y'all hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and check out me and my boy A Black on Storm Warning. Storm Warning, baby. Check me and my boy A Black out. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. I'm finna tune back in on the TV and listen to you, Coach.
I appreciate you, dog. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, so he had a chance to kind of clear up the air a little bit. Well, y'all ain't playing. Y'all already called him. He had a chance to clear up the air a little bit about what he says, about the hypocrisy when it comes to one coach versus another. A lot of people in the chat agree with it. Again, sometimes it may just be the messenger. People don't like the messenger. But like he said, it's all good, man. See, look at that. I got your caller. Give me 1 second. Grant say, man, that man don't know football. Coach, hey, he a promoter. That's what I'm saying, man. Look. Everybody got their own feelings about it. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. It's YouTube, social media. Have fun with it. Anyway, T. Hines, I'm sorry. I was able to make him run to the store during that call. T. Hines, doggone it. I'm sorry. All right, I got to call a 601. I think that's MI. I think it's, talk to a 601 area code. You got 2 minutes. T. Hines definitely going to pull the plug on the deal.
What's going on, Coach Hayes? This Shad calling in.
Dang, Shad, I can't put you on 2 minutes. You're going to get me fired on my own show. All right, Shad, talk to me, man. I hope your subscriber base jumped up, man. Talk to us, Shad. What's your thoughts, man?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. I just want to start by saying that I appreciate that, shouting me out and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really been beneficial.
Good, man.
But, just keeping with the flow of the show, I agree with a lot of things Groove say in reference to it's a lot of hypocrisy. I made a video talking about that after 22 years, the narrative has changed from it's always been the coaches, not the players. And now this particular year, it goes from it's being the coaches. Now it's the players and not the coaches. So I get that hypocrisy, 1,000%. I get that. But just touching on the NIL deals, like I said, I touched on it as well, too, because my thing is this. If it's a true NIL deal, from a business perspective, I do think you got to think about what's your return on investment. I think many people may forget, but, Derek King was our first player to get an NIL deal. And obviously we had a bad year in 2021. Yeah, we had a bad year. And some of the NIL people that were with him that gave him deals were saying, hey, we're not looking good. And we're kind of losing money with this guy. So you got all that, fact, those people made reference to things TD was doing and all that stuff like that. But that's just my 2 cents on it. As far as the recruiting, I like what's going on. I didn't expect us, to have a top 5 class, this soon. But just like I said in the comments, man, don't be mad at our boosters. Be mad at your own boosters. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that, Coach.
Yeah, Shad, what's funny about the whole deal, what I don't like about it, I have to be very honest, is like the goalpost moves back for Miami, right? And I understand other fan base, they're supposed to do that. That's their job. I totally get it. What I don't like is that you're trying to make it seem something illegal. And that's where I think it's unfair, right? And again, Miami fans were just as guilty when it comes to certain things. For example, we used to tell people about stuff under the table. People stuff under the table but now that this is something totally legal, hey dog, you got to ante up, cuz I need to see your money. That's all I can tell you. Y'all got plenty of dog. Think about these people. They have plenty of money out there. Hey, get them your AD, your admin, or whatever, to show the value and return on investment of using these top players to become spokesmen for your company or do commercials or whatever it is. You understand? And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Now here's where it gets funny, and I have to be honest because this could backfire on Miami. If we are giving these big time deals to said players, and they don't produce on the field, these people ain't going to pay them because they're not playing, right? Nobody, people, think about recruiting. People remember recruits because they're being recruited. Now they're at the school and you're not playing, how easily we forget, right? Listen, how easily we forget. Here's a prime example. There's a young man that nobody ever talks about. That Mario Cristobal, he didn't salvage. He didn't salvage him. He went and got him. And he was my second POTS player. My first pop off the screen player was Chase Smith. My second one, do you know who that was?
I don't remember your second one, but I remember you were big on Chase Smith. Who was the second one?
Ahmad Moten out of Cardinal Gibbons.
Okay.
We don't even hear from that dude. What I'm saying is that's not a good or bad thing. I'm just talking about as recruiting, we went nuts about this guy, including myself, right? Ahmad Moten. Ahmad Moten. Now he comes, and I'm just saying that's how recruiting works. They get the hype, and then if they're not immediate impact guys, they fall to the back of the line eventually, out of sight, out of mind. Here's another one, Thomas Davis, that came from the same school as Ja'Curry Brown. We don't hear anything about that guy.
No. And that's why, I made this.
And hold on. I'm just not to cut you off. Give him time, Coach. I'm not taking his time. I'm not saying he's not anything. I want to make this clear before you go on, Shad. I'm not knocking him. I'm talking about how recruiting and how people get forgotten in the process compared to NIL deals. Meaning you get a guy like, say, Ahmad Moten or Thomas Davis who could have gotten an NIL deal. So just follow me on this, Grant. That a company, Hayes Enterprise, comes in and gives Thomas Davis an NIL deal, and nobody remembers Thomas Davis for the next 2-3 years. Why would I keep paying this guy if he ain't on the football field wreaking havoc? Why am I still giving him money? Because I'm not getting a return on investment. So that's what I'm saying. The backlash of the NIL, if you pop them off too early as a company, it only makes business sense. Why am I why am I giving this kid money and there's no return on investment? I'm not knocking the individual, Grant. I'm just saying that that's how recruiting goes, where he's a big name now because we're bringing him to the fold. Then he's got to wait his time and give him time. But while he's getting his time, he's not being seen by anyone. So NIL companies are saying, why do I need to pay this dude? If I'm not getting anything back. And this kid is saying, well, I came here for the NIL deal. That's all I was saying, Grant. So go ahead, Shad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and and then this another thing, and I think a lot of people, because I listen to Zach Smith on Minister Sports and stuff like that, and I think the way that the Big Ten is looking at it, I think seeing as that this 30 for 30 series has helped a lot of people. I think some people may be looking at the SMU situation where when you sign these players to contracts and you're getting the death penalty and you're, kind of still legally binded to, kind of paying these guys. I think that's the kind of approach. And then just one more point, then I'm gonna get out of here. Is I know I have a friend of mine and his wife, she's an alumni of Jackson State. And one of the things that he brought up was that, obviously Shador and Travis Hunter were getting a lot of big time NIL deals. And he brought up the fact that, that could quite possibly cause a level of dissension, in the locker room, and just things like that, because it's not like the NFL, whereas you got like, a first round pick, second round pick, third round pick, so you got a set salary. But if you got like 3 5-stars on the roster, and one of them is working out, and then you got a 3-star that's outperforming the other two 5-stars, like why you won't re-up with me and you still paying him? So it's just the way it's currently set up is it's a lot of holes in it that could get punched in, and just this rumors of the guard that we just got from Alabama, that's kind of one of those type of deals where a guy younger than him came in, was making more money, and he was breathing down his neck. I think that young man ended up being a freshman All-American. So it's not like he left because of an inferior player, but it's just interesting, man. Hopefully it'll level itself out, or it's just gonna implode in front of our face. But hopefully we get a national championship out of it.
Yeah, I hope we get something out of it, but it's gonna be definitely hard to do. I listen. There's no structure to this deal, right? And that's the problem. I've said that before. I've always thought the NIL deals would create a lot of dissension. Very quick overview of what I thought. I always thought your NIL deals should not be given right away. It should be contingent on your graduation. I said that the money's still yours. Let's be honest. These kids in Power 5 programs, they're not starving. They get a cost of attendance living. Like, this ain't back in the days, back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and even some parts in the 90s where these kids got unlimited food, unlimited resources, unlimited drinks. Like, it's not like it was back in the days. So when it comes to starving, these kids not playing the game going back to their room starving, dog. That's not happening.
Yeah.
But then you look at a guy like, say, the Bryce Young, who's the quarterback. He getting these big time deals. Let's just say he wasn't a humble kid. And now he in your face. Man, get out my face. $1 million dude. The new term I just learned was Google me. Like, if you don't know somebody, man, Google me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you try somebody. Hey, Shad, what you talking trap? Man, Shad, you better Google me, dog. Like, that's messed up, bro. Yeah. Like, I get it. Yeah. But back in our day, like, man, you better check my record. But you couldn't really check nobody's record. You couldn't really check nobody's record. Now, you can literally Google somebody and be like, damn, that dude is bigger than I am. So it's tough. Yeah. It's tough out here, man. A dude in high school got a net worth ranking on Wikipedia.
It's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah.
But Shad, thanks, man. We got to chop it up, man. Talk. You on the road?
Yeah. All
right. Well, be safe out there on that road, man. We definitely chop it up, man. So I appreciate you as always. I got big fine from the TH Corporation. That's the T Hines Corporation. I ain't been sticking to my little 2-minute buzzer like I said I was. I suck.
All right, Coach.
All right, buddy.
All right, Coach.
Bye.
All right.
All right, T Hines, I don't care who called in. My mama called in. She got 2 minutes. I don't care. I don't even care. All right. A little quiet. Well, since we quiet, y'all already know Coach got something going on. February 10th. Let's hit it again. Hold on. Let me go back. All right, there it is. Check it out. February 10th, man. Kohei's getting into it. One of my mates, Dank, in the building, man. We doing the Southern Soul Love Festival over there. The weekend of Valentine's Day. It will be at the Apopka Amphitheater on February 10th. That is a Friday. You got your boy King George with the hit right there. Tucker is being hosted by my man Special K from the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Come check it out. Go check it out. All the information is in the description. We'll be promoting this thing here up till the end. Just want to let people know. I might even get a copyright for playing the music. It is what it is. But like I said, we're going to make it happen. It's an all-white party. On that night, you're going to have to call me Coach Blanco, if you understand what I'm saying. Coach Blanco going to be in the building. We're going to have fun. It's outdoors. Bring your lady. Don't bring your lady. Find one out there, whatever. Ladies, T. Hines, Ellen, come get you a dude from up out of there. Whatever the case may be, come make it happen. But anyway, we're going to have a big hits going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. There it is. So with all that being said, check it out February 10th. All information is in the description. You get a chance to see what's going on and make it happen, man. I'm waiting for the phone calls to jump on in. We got a few more minutes here. I will be on Miami Flow Show about around 9:15 or so, but check out the whole show. I think it's about to start here in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to take one more call if we can get it in, and we'll definitely make it happen. Let me see here. There we go. We got one more call in the building. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You're the last one for the night.
Oh, good, because this Andre calling back.
Okay, Andre, you calling back. Talk to us, man. You got more to say. I love it. Hold on. Okay. So when people say they can't get in because they don't call, that's all I'm going to tell you. Go ahead, Andre. Talk to us.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with this little slick hating on Mario, man.
What you mean?
First, the NIL, like the man ain't no hell of a recruiter without NIL. Then your two little slick callers, Smooth, I think is his name.
Well, they Bama fan. He'll be a Bama fan.
Yeah. Well, no, that was the one who was speaking on Mario about keep the same energy for Mario we had for Manny.
No, that's Groove. That was Big Groove.
Groove.
Big Groove, yeah.
Oh, okay. Groove. Okay. Well, Groove got a lump or something. It ain't no Groove no more. He tripping because you can't even compare the two. Ain't enough time.
Okay.
Ain't enough time. The man was in there for 1 year. He did not. Let me ask you this. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
When we saw Bubba Bolden and Gervin Hall and a couple of more, and I know you don't like calling players names out, but when we saw them getting lackluster performances, not even giving good effort, damn how they were playing, just weren't even giving good effort. What was most of the fan base saying? Why Manny Diaz wouldn't do what?
Put him on the bench?
He kept playing.
I don't know.
He kept giving them play time, right? They kept playing.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't do nothing about it. Mario say, all right, I gave all you some guns 11 games. I tried to help you get to 12 so I could change my mind in the bowl game. Y'all ain't get to that, so here come your papers. What more you want? I feel bad for the kids, but they'll fall on their feet. Ain't like he did them wrong. Most players that hit the portal other than Rooster. But Rooster even admitted that he had to tighten up.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to figure out what's the problem with Mario. Then they talking about what he do other than recruiting. It's the same dude who went to Ohio State, gave Ryan Day his first home loss in his career, with 5 defensive starters out and a quarterback named Anthony Brown. That's coaching to me. The man lost, 3 games? Year before last?
Oh, God.
3. He brought up Manny Diaz COVID year. He ain't bring that part up. He tried. When Manny Diaz went 10-3, we said he still need to be fired. You forgot. There was a lot of discrepancies in that season. Mario had the same record. And he wasn't running no gimmicky scheme. He could have kept the same scheme and they would have went 10-3.
So hold on, Groove is in the chat. If I wasn't so close to 8:30 and I ain't had to be on my man's show, I would actually bring y'all two together. We may do it next week. So
what did he say?
Groove said, well, he lost by 30 twice to Utah in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, come on, man. Wow. Okay, man.
Oh my
God. Utah USC, who got the Heisman Trophy winner by 20-something points.
Say it again, now. Say that again.
So Lincoln Riley can't coach?
Oh, listen, bro. He talking to you, Groove. Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't know if it'll be next Sunday. We're gonna hook it up. I'm gonna get y'all two on the line. Y'all gonna be my guests. I'm gonna let y'all ding, 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 and I'm gonna be the mediator, and y'all knock this thing out, man, next week. Because I gotta get off of here. It's already 8:30.
You got a responsibility, coach. You got to cut that nonsense. You got to let them. You got to give them the whack. You got to tell them to put their chin out. You got to put their chin out, coach.
And I will.
We can't go for this blasphemy.
No, but here's the question. Here's the question. And see, when y'all ask me to be honest, I'm honest. And I don't pull punches. I'm very strategic in the way in which I answer things. But I still, because like I said, you can answer things and still be respectful.
Right.
But I'm gonna say that I don't know if it'll be next week. No, next week Sunday is gonna be Christmas, right?
Yep.
So we're not doing the show then. So I may do it some other time.
Do the show, man. You're gonna have record numbers. Jokers with, man, you know how long we've been waiting for you to get online? You're gonna have record numbers.
What you mean? I go live every week. I've been live every week for 2 years.
All week, because you had the recruits coming in. I mean, we checked in Miami Flow, but Joker checking for Coach Hayes.
I know, man. I may do a show a different day. I'm not sure. I'll check it out and see. But I know that, man, we got some good interviews coming up, man. Oh, we're gonna definitely make it happen.
Yeah,
but
all right, well,
listen.
yeah. Let me know if you do something, man. I open up a can of whoop that thing on Groove. Because I know football.
Yeah, because see, again, that Sunday is gonna be Christmas. The following Sunday is gonna be New Year's.
Yeah, it's fireworks either way.
It's fireworks either way. Guess what? It's gonna be something funny. I may find another day throughout the week to get it done, but we definitely gonna make it happen, man. But I want y'all. Here's what I would like. I want people to have different points of views to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because there are some people who, oh dang, that boy must have lost his call, man. I don't know what happened to him. Tickets at, there you go, Shad. Tickets at the gate, $5. I may do a late night show instead one night after everybody, because I know, you know, as YouTubers, we try to respect each other's time slots. And so with that being said, I may do one real late and have y'all come on and talk. Coach got to talk to the team and people could jump on here. We'll definitely figure it out. I'm not sure what happened to him, but I lost him. But anyhow, we'll definitely chop it up. We'll talk about it. But I appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Check me out. I'll be literally on Miami Flow Show at 9:15. I think he's getting ready to start right now. Reggie for the $5. He said, make it happen, Coach. I got $25 on it. I will, man. But I got to get ready for this other show. Because I said I'm a man of my word. I got a commitment. I'm definitely going to be on Flow Show at 9:15. We already had that marked out, man. But again, we're going to have fun with it. Plus, I got some editing to do. I'm trying to find out about this Mark Fletcher thing. Everybody talking about Mark Fletcher. So I got to find out what's going on with that. So with all that being said, I appreciate everybody as always. Thank you to everybody who donated at Cash App as well as to PayPal. Thank you so much. We're going to have a good time, man. Super chats as always, man. Reggie in the building. T. Hines, thank you for keeping me on time. I suck. Oh, they said they got a 10-minute countdown. Oh, Lord. Well, I done closed all the lines and everything. They still got a 10-minute countdown? All right. Let's see if I can open up one more of these lines, man. See, they started at 8:30. They got a 10-minute countdown. Where they do that at? I don't even know how you get a 10-minute. How you do those 10-minute countdown things? I never did that. Never did a 10-minute countdown, so I don't know how that worked. Hold on, I got to open up the phone line again. Take one more then, if that's the case. All right, here we go. Y'all let me know when they get close so I can get off of this deal. 10-minute countdown. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know if you still in them see. Shad said, I feel attacked because I was one of the last caller. But Shad, we're going to have you on there. We're going to box that thing out. Groove say 5 minutes won't be enough time, Groove. All right, here we go. What a phone number. Here we go. 321-328-8235. Go ahead. I'll take one more caller. I'm getting off of here in 6 minutes. 8:40, I'm done. Ooh, this is a great coach. I need to know what's the return of investment for NIL. Okay, so return on investment. If I'm a company, right? I'm a company and I'm bringing you on and I'm paying you X amount of dollars to endorse a product. Your face has to be recognizable. Okay? Your face has to be recognizable, Pilo. So when you see Joe Namath, for example, on them old folks commercial, AARP or whatever it is, because he is Joe Namath, that he's getting probably paid more than your standard actor because his face is recognizable. He is endorsing it. Just like George Foreman grills. George Foreman didn't make that grill. They brought him up there because his face is recognizable. If I'm a player and I'm the third dude on the bench, my name and face is not recognizable. Therefore, there's no return on investment. People are not looking or buying my products because of who I am. You understand? People bought Tim Tebow jerseys because he was Tim Tebow. Those didn't sell when he was on the bench. Once he became Tim Tebow, that's the return on investment. people start buying things because things are recognizable, right? Prime example. If somebody sponsors this show and they're giving me money to sponsor the show and nobody's buying their product, how long do you think me and that relationship is going to last? If that's the case, they're just giving money away, and businesses are not in that process, right? That's the difference. That's what makes the return on investment. The return on investment is your production, or you being on the field and your name getting called, right? That's what companies are looking for. So when they put you on an ad like Bryce Young on Dr. Pepper, because people who follow college football know who Bryce Young is. You understand? That's the return on investment. Man, Bryce Young got an NIL deal, Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's cool. And then, believe it or not, there's a subconscious mind to make you go grab a Dr. Pepper. You know, that's what it is in that sense. So that's kind of how that works there, Pilo. And if I'm looking at it from a business sense, ain't nobody calling in, so I'm going to go ahead and get off this deal. So that's how that kind of works. You understand what I'm saying? So I know you brought that up early. Exactly. That's the world. What have you done for me lately? That's the world, Pilo. That's the world. The world works that way. You have to, when people invest money, I'm not going to give you money just because. You understand? I'll give you a prime example. A dude told me, well, Coach, I can't invest unless you have 100,000 subscribers. I'm like, why? Well, because that's but he don't realize just because you subscribe don't mean you watch. I have way more viewers than I have subscribers. But they don't see it that way. The numbers don't resonate to them. There are plenty of channels I subscribe to and do what? There's plenty of channels I watch and never subscribe to. I watch them all the time. And how the algorithm works, just because you subscribe, it does help validate our channel. It really does. It helps validate our channel, but it doesn't necessarily push my videos towards you. You know how many videos I watch and other people watch that don't subscribe? And it keeps falling in my timeline. Keeps falling in my timeline. That's how it works. All right. So with all that being said, I'm gonna get up off of here. I appreciate it. Y'all go tune over to Miami Flow and them boys. We're gonna see what's up with Mark Fletcher, the running back from American Heritage. I heard he's on the commitment watch, or Footballville doing commitment watches or something. I don't know. But y'all go check him out. I'm finished editing some of these videos, and I'll see y'all around 9:10-ish or 9:15-ish on Flow Show. All right, holla at y'all later. Appreciate it. Coach catch you at the 50-yard line. Peace.